Okay, so today we're going to talk about budgets and loading budgets into Sage Intacct. So I'm just going to go to the budget screen just to get you familiar with it. So general ledger, then budgets repository, and this is a list of all of my budgets. I can add a new budget manually, and what I'm adding here is a budget container, and then I add details to the budget container. Now, obviously adding the details manually, you can budget by account and any dimensional values, will be quite time consuming. So along with quite a few other areas, Intacct does provide a template. There are two ways to upload budgets, or two types of templates. You can go to the regular import data screen under the company list, and you can find the budgets here. I think it's up here. Where are my budgets? Budgets. You can see it's got a little asterisk against it, which means that you can add detail to an existing budget. So you can, in effect, edit the budget via the template file. So if I download the template from the import data screen, I'm just going to open it. It downloads into Excel. You'll notice that the budget columns, so these are the budget periods, they have brackets around them, and then there's text that says this column is when creating your upload file, replace the header, title, budget period 1, 2, etc. with the name of the reporting period, so the actual reporting period name. And even though you can go to your list of reporting periods, so under import data, I can see reporting periods as well. So really what Intacct wants on this budget template is this reporting period name. So in my experience, even if you copy and paste the reporting period name into this downloaded budget template, there's still a chance that Intacct doesn't accept it. Maybe there's an extra space or whatever it is, but it can be quite frustrating. So I wanted to share an easier way to upload your budget. So what you would do is you would go as if you're adding a new budget. So I mentioned you can go through General Ledger Budgets Repository, or equally you can go under Budgets Repository. Same function, just two different ways of getting there. So I think the quickest way to upload a budget or to create a new budget is to manually add the budget container. So I'm just going to call this Jan Budget. I'm going to create a new budget, save it. So it takes me straight into the budget details screen. If I just select down here, I find my budget, and then I can click on budget details, and that's the screen it opened up. Now, what I suggest before you download the budget is to add one dummy line to the budget details. So I'm going to add a new record. I'm going to pick an account. I'm just going to pick any account for the purposes of this exercise. And then I'm going to pick my period. So I'm going to assume my year runs from January. So I'm going to put January 31st to December the 31st. I'm going to show periods. So these are all my budget periods. I think let me put the 1st of January. And show periods. So now I've got January through to December. So I'm going to select all the periods. I'm just going to put in my budget amount. I'm just putting in the dummy amount for now. I'm saving the record. Now I've got a budget with one budget line. So again, the best way to get the template is to have created your budget container, and on this budget repository screen against your budget container, select export. So it's showing you a report, a budget report. So I'm going to say January 2024 to December 2024. I'm going to view, And what this budget report is, it actually is a template file. You can see it's a template file. It's referencing my budget ID and the one detail line that I entered. So if I now export this to CSV and download the file, I've got a working budget template file. And you'll notice, most importantly, is the reporting period names have been populated from those periods that I selected. So I've got a sample, I've got my budget ID already selected or populated, and then the example that I entered. I can put real budget numbers in here, or I can replace this account with actual accounts. And obviously I can create multiple lines in my budget, etc. One fallback or one trap that a lot of people get into, especially if they transforming an existing budget into the Sage Intacct budget, they might have multiple budgets across accounts, and they just copy and paste those exact budgets into the budget template for Intacct and upload it. Now, what Intacct doesn't like is duplicate budget values. So, for example, this and this would be considered a duplicate, and Intacct will actually reject this file. So a duplicate is a combination of natural account and dimensional values. So as long as you have that unique combination, then you should be able to upload your budget with no issues. So you'll save your budget file, and then you'll upload it. So I'm not going to actually upload it, but I'm just going to show you the idea behind it. I'm going to go back on my budget report. Actually, let me just go back into my budget repository. And then if I wanted to upload that budget, I would just from the budget repository screen select import. So I don't actually have to go into my budget and select it and then import the file. I would just do it from the budget repository screen, because on the file itself, it's actually referenced the budget ID. So therefore, I don't have to do it again as such. So that's how to upload budgets.